Hello, Gemini. This is going to be your general reading for July 2021. The computer just did something. What is that? Okay. I hope you guys are well. Sorry these are so late. Near the end of last month, I had a bunch of bombs dropped in my lap of things all of a sudden becoming unstable. And I just was not in a headspace or in an emotional space to be able to do readings at that time, and so I had to put it off until I felt ready and more neutral. So I actually am trying not to freak out right now because I just got notice right before I started this that the house that I live in is going up for sale, and so my daughter, my animals, and myself might have to move, and there's no way of telling when we will have to move, which is kind of annoying and disruptive, and hard where I live to find affordable housing, and especially housing that allows animals. But this reading is about you, not me. So this reading is for you if you are a Gemini rising, Sun, Moon, or Venus. And as always, this reading may or may not resonate for you. Certain parts of it may resonate strongly, other parts might not at all. It all might resonate, it all may not resonate. You'll know whether it does or not. So if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. And if for some reason this does not resonate for you, you may want to check out your other placement signs readings and see if any of those resonate for you more. So if you would like to skip through the card picking part and just go straight to the reading, there is a timestamp down below in the description box. So this month I'm using the Spiral Tarot for your main cards. And for your clarifiers, I'm going to be using the Arthur Rackham Oracle cards, which have proven to make for some pretty interesting readings this month that are very different from what has been coming out. So we'll just see what comes out for you. You guys are the last one. I've been doing these according to the most views in order, and you guys had the least amount of views last month, so unfortunately you are the last ones to get your reading. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it 6? I think it was. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I feel like these two go together, so we'll see what those are. Hey, not bad, you guys. This is actually a really nice reading. Okay, I'm going to pick all the clarifiers all at once instead of one by one. That way the reading isn't as choppy. Oh, well, that was unexpected. What in the world? What in the world? Yeah. You know what? I almost never put things back in, but I'm going to put that one back. I need a different perspective on that. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. I am going to pick one from this one to help me with some of these. Okay. All right. Your central energy for July 2021 is the Queen of Pentacles. With her, you have acrimony, festering resentments. With the Ace of Wands. And so, one thing that could be going on is you could have stayed at a particular job or workplace or project or whatever it is that you have been doing for money. It seems like you've been there for a while, or you have a history with it. It's been pretty stable over the years, or it's, you've learned a lot, you've accomplished a lot, you are well respected for what you bring to situations with whatever it is you do for work. It seems like you've been relatively stable. But there's something going on now, possibly with work, where there's festering resentments underneath the surface in the workplace. It could be just in general among people. It doesn't have to be directed at you. Like, I suppose there could be forces at work where there's festering resentments of you, but it could also just be festering resentments in general among people that work together. And something about the energy is unsettling for you and makes you're starting to think perhaps it's time to go and it's time to begin a different job or look for something else that is different or new, rather than trying to stick with what you have been doing for a long time. And so in a way, it's almost like you seem pretty calm here. You seem pretty calm and grounded. So it doesn't seem to me as though these festering resentments, whatever they are really knocking you off or really unsettling you, like on a personal level. It just seems like you're taking this as a sign that perhaps it's time to look for something else or start a new chapter with something different, or possibly even start your own business or start a completely different kind of a job or skill. And I don't know why, but I get the impression that the festering resentments have been building up, or they've been there for a while. If it was just something where festering resentments arise and then they're dealt with and then they go away, you wouldn't be tempted to do something new. It seems as though this festering resentment thing has been going on for a while and possibly snowballing or becoming more difficult to deal with. And so perhaps you've realized it's not worth saving, or there's nothing to be done about it, and it just is not healthy for you anymore to be there. This could also be I suppose this could have to do with a relationship, but I'm getting more that it's a way of making a living for yourself or utilizing your talents or your skills. Another way I could see this is if you own your own business and you have people that work underneath you or for you. It may be that there are complications with coworkers at your work that you own or run, where they're not getting along, and it's starting to spill over into how the business actually functions or how many sales are made or something like that. And it may be time to get new employees and to figure out which people this is coming from. Possibly in the beginning try to calmly explain to them that they need to work together and that things need to be stable. If it continues, you may need to fire them and hire some new people or get new people involved in this than the people that have been involved. If this is a business partnership or even a collaboration or a cooperative among people who have all pulled in a certain amount of money, you may have enough money at this point to be able to buy them out or to give them back what they put into it so that they can go, and so you can figure out a new way of handling this. I suppose this could also be going on in a household. Like with a family, there could be festering resentments. People could be getting on each other's nerves. There could be siblings that are competitive with each other or are trying to cause problems for one another. It seems to me like people have in the family or in the household have gotten too sedimentary. Like they do the same rituals every day and come home from work, sit down in front of the TV and watch Netflix, or and first is this, and this, and then there's dinner, brush teeth, go to bed, or get the kids to bed, or certain things have become too sedimentary. Maybe people in the household are not exercising enough or not getting outside of the house enough, or possibly this is affecting people's moods because they're spending too much time on the computer or watching TV or texting or messing around with their phones or something like that. And so you're realizing, okay, maybe it's time to get the family out on a family hike or to bring them out camping or initiate something that is physical to get them out of the house and into action together, or to spur them on to do other things, possibly sports or something active, where that can help release some of the festering resentments and give people something to look forward to, even if this is going out fishing or going out camping or deciding to walk with your family every day and go on family walks, or to play baseball in the backyard or whatever. or get them involved in classes. Like if you have if you have children that are siblings that are fighting amongst themselves and they're spending too much time on screens, this could be enrolling them in some kind of hobby or class or interest that they have to get them to focus more on things that they're interested in or have talents with, and that can get out some of that energy. Okay, let's keep going. So your challenge is the Five of Pentacles, with ending our journeys over and done. Could this be a divorce or an ending of a relationship? And so now, either if you do have children and this is a divorce, this means that children are going back and forth among parents, and that all of a sudden you have your children on your own instead of with a partner. And you may be worried about money. You might be worried that you're not making enough money, or you don't have enough money to be able to do that. Something has shifted where you don't have as much as you did before, or you're afraid of this. And so this is temporarily creating a block for you, or a challenge this month is to stay away from that kind of thinking and to try to be positive about new possibilities here and new actions to be taken, or a new plan, a new strategy. That's more the Ace of Wands, which you have over here. But if you have already come up with some new ideas or new plans on how perhaps you could increase your money flow or to actually be able to handle everything, it looks like you are beginning it with the Ace of Wands this month anyway, regardless of obstacles or things that you feel are in the way. Or it seems very intimidating, though. I can see why this would be really difficult for you. Not only are there major endings happening, it seems like even though you definitely have inspirations and ideas for future pursuits, right now you're in a weird position of nothing has quite happened yet, or you're in the middle of some kind of a big shift or a move possibly where things have changed, and it can be a little unnerving at times. For somebody here, you might be afraid that your ex-partner is immediately going to get together with someone else, and all of a sudden your child feels left out, or something like that. And you seem concerned, not only for your own well-being, but possibly for the well-being of other people too. Or it could be that somebody in the family is starting to pass away, or it's like a slow process where you can see their health declining and they need more help now. But it seems like you are reluctant to put them in a nursing home or in hospice just yet, and you want to be involved, but you're not sure how to financially do it. Or possibly someone's out of work. Either someone got laid off, or a job has ended for someone, and all of a sudden you're faced with uncertainty. But try to focus on the positive. Try to empower yourself and focus on what you can do and what steps you can take and what to look forward to as potential possibilities for the future, rather than sinking into despair or worry about what is to come or where you might end up. So, all right, so let's keep going. What is helping you? All right, I need to pick one more with this one, and then I'll show you. There it is again. What is this? Okay, well, as what's helping you, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is great. I'll get to it in a minute. I'm just going to show them all to you first. Then you had forbidden fruit. Mind your own business. And, whoops, the Two of Pentacles. And Major Arcana, Death, which is very much the same as this ending. Our journey's over and done. So, yes, you're in a massive change right now. Something big is ending and new things are beginning or are about to begin, depending on what actions you take. Okay, I'm just going to spew some stuff out. So one possibility here is that possibly someone here has recently divorced or separated from a partner because of possible infidelity or secretive doings that doesn't have to be infidelity. It could be anything. Could be lying, could be cheating, could be things were not, they wanted something else than what they had, or they had a wandering eye, or they got involved with something that isn't any of their business to get involved in, or they were caught doing something that they weren't supposed to be doing. And that this has changed everything. This has made you realize that something is ending or something has ended. And because of that, possibly you're having to juggle, or you're having to work 2 jobs, or you're having to send a child or children back and forth, or you're still in the old residence and you need to look for another place to live, or you may not have even gone through the legal processes just yet, and so you're wondering if you get to keep a house or an apartment or a condo or something, or whether you're going to have to move, or how can you consolidate things in order to simplify things. It looks like you're juggling a lot. But if you focus on growing your talents, going with a new plan, being brave and starting something new, it looks like it will grow rather quickly, and you're a lot more capable and talented than perhaps maybe you realize, or that things are not doomed. Things will work out. You will begin a new life, or you will have things grow. You will have increase. You will have abundance start to grow in your life, as long as you are brave enough to go after or to do the things that you feel drawn to do, instead of hesitating or becoming fearful or wondering if you can do it. You don't have to worry about money stuff necessarily, or things being doomed, or you being left out in the cold, or whatever this is. This is actually what's helping you, is you have new opportunities, you have new offers, you have new growth coming into your life. So focus on the positive right now, or what you can do. It seems like whatever is ending here, you saw it coming, or you sensed it, or you already knew it was over before it was actually over. And so you seem to be bouncing back, or you seem to be recovering quicker than a lot of other people would, or accepting it easier than a lot of other people would. It just seems like you're trying to figure out the best plan on how to move forward right now. Instead of this being a divorce or the end of a relationship, this could be the end of a career or the end of a job. And so now you're looking at your options. You know, do I want that career or this career? Do I want that job or this job? Or getting together a resume, going to different job opportunities. If a housing situation has ended, then you are potentially looking at new places you could possibly move into or buy or rent. And you're just looking over your options and trying to think about what would be the best choice to make, or what is the most important thing to go with, or what feels the most right in how to step forward or what to choose. It might be that you've had people meddling, or you've had people that aren't minding their own business who are interfering with your plans, or you have a lot of hopes here, and you might be having some negative feedback from people that are telling you it's going to be harder than you imagine, or it's going to be difficult, or how do you know? It's like they are doubting you, or they're projecting what they think you're capable of on you, when really it's none of their business, and it's actually creating issues for you, and it's causing you to doubt yourself, or to have to fend off other people's opinions, suggestions, when really it's none of their business. Instead, focus on what you know is right for you and what you feel drawn to do. Try not to listen too much to other people's opinions at this time. It seems like they are not completely aware of what you're going through, or what you're doing, or who even you are truly. Okay, so at your roots of the reading, yeah, here it is right here. Here's the Seven of Wands. These are both pretty much almost the same card. In with obstruction. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Obstreperous. I'm not going to even attempt to. Let's see if you can see it. Something or other personage. I'm not familiar with that word. So I do know what obstruction is, though. So it seems like someone might be... Oh, what am I doing? Someone might be meddling, or something might be in the way, or you might have some obstacles in your path that are counterproductive to what you're trying to do. The Seven of Wands says you have higher ground in the matter, and you know what you're doing, even if other people don't, or if other people are trying to stop you from being able to do something, or just circumstances in general are kind of in the way, or getting in the way, or you have obstacles in the way that you have to get through or around, or figure out a method to have them fall away. You shouldn't let obstacles stop you from doing what you feel drawn to do at this time. You need to show the universe that you're not going to give up, and you have to actually stay focused and a little bit more active than you're used to. Like, you have to get your stuff in order. You have to figure out what to do with the obstacles. You have to stay focused on what you're trying to do right now. It seems like a time-sensitive thing, but you can do this, and don't give up. Even if there are some meddlers or people in the way that are giving you the wrong information, or trying to make you believe you can't do something, don't listen. Don't let them get to you. If you have trouble with obstacles in the way, you may want to do whatever you feel you need to do to help you to focus, but you may want to work with Ganesha, or Lord Ganesh, as the remover of obstacles. Maybe get a little Ganesh statue and put it on the dash of your car, or get an image of Ganesh, or a piece of clothing with a picture of Ganesh on it, and that might help you to focus on removing obstacles. Or some other method of something to help you to focus on what you're trying to do right now. And in the past, recent past, you have the Ace of Swords with regrets, Winter of the Soul. So something has been disappointing. There might be some regrets about something. Possibly even regrets about staying too long in something that was meant to end, or resisting an ending, or I don't know what your regrets are. It might be other people have regrets too, and it's not just you that's dealing with regrets or thinking too much about the past or trying to make sense out of things that have gone on in the past. But a good way that you've been dealing with this is to come up with new solutions, new ideas, new perspectives. This is a new idea that you have recently had, and as your central experience, this is you beginning to act on it or produce this new idea or go in that direction as far as action steps or creating it. So it seems like you're transmuting your regrets or resentments even, or processing the past by coming up with solutions and then getting up the courage to just start them into motion. That can keep you busy too, where you're not lost in your own head right now, or lost in your own thoughts about trying to process something. It seems to me as though right now it's time for you to start taking action, or to not give up on future actions or things you want to implement or get started with. So your best possible outcome is Temperance, Major Arcana, with Reserve, complete unto oneself. So your best possible outcome here is to stay positive, stay as humorous as you possibly can, to blend, to balance, to not go to extremes, to not allow external influences to knock you off balance or upset you in any way, to find a flow, and also to not necessarily get involved in things right now involving other people's dynamics or weirdness. It's more important for you to focus on yourself at this time, or on what you're trying to do, and let the drama or let the complexity or let other people's opinions or whatever to roll off your back, so that you can focus on what truly matters to you at this time. You may want to be a little reserved if there's people around you that are not minding their own business, or are possibly trying to deter you from doing something, or giving you too many opinions, or even people who have festering resentments. Don't listen to them. Don't engage. Don't speak back. Don't give them any information. Keep things to yourself. Only share information with people that you completely trust and you know are a supportive network, or supportive people. Anything other than being supportive, when it comes to gossip, misinformation, people trying to stop you or sabotage you, or people with resentments, or people that are meddling or getting into your business, the best way to handle it is silence, not sharing what you're dealing with, not saying anything, and just keep on sailing. To not engage, to not let it get to you. You're above that. You're on higher ground with that. Don't let anyone upset your dignity or your sense of self here, or your self-respect. Okay. In the future, there's the Princess of Pentacles with covetousness, opportunistic impulse. Okay, let me get more information about the covetousness thing. The Hanged Man. The Ten of Wands. Knight of Swords. Okay. I'm getting a sense of sticking up for yourself with this, but I'm also seeing something in here that says you might be considering going to school or getting a degree or beginning something completely new as a career or a way of making money or building up some kind of a new project or a new skill. You seem very practical with this, and part of your motivations on this is potentially so that you can make more money in the future than you have been making in order to provide for children or family, or you're thinking about children's long-term security, possibly even savings for like college or saving up money to get a home or something like that. You're looking into potentials, possibilities, and future plans of things you could go towards or things you could grow. It definitely would be something completely new that you possibly have never done before. It looks like potentially you are driven enough where you will seize an opportunity if it shows up, and you are perfectly willing to deal with snatching something up that other people are wanting as well. If you know, let's use the analogy of a job interview. Let's say that there's a job interview of the ideal job that you would absolutely love. You are willing to sell yourself. You're willing to, or I didn't mean it like that, you guys. You are willing to toot your own horn. You're willing to show off your skills. You're willing to try to get to something quicker than other people. If someone else drops a ball, you are on your tippy toes to pick it up immediately and show someone that you can do something, or that you should be the person that they go with. I suppose this could be with relationships too, but I'm getting more livelihood or future plans, or something that, like an opportunistic impulse could be with buying a house, snatching it up before anyone else gets it, or wiggling your way to the front of the line, or doing whatever is necessary in order to have the best chances to accomplish something or get something, which is perfectly okay. Especially, I can see why you would kind of feel that way, because you might feel as though your normal the security is up in the air right now. And if you have dependents or other people that depend on you, that's opportunistic impulse could also be translated into, what's the word? Ambition, and being willing to do whatever it takes to try to have your best chances with something. But I feel as though you might be feeling a little bit too frantic, or a little bit too, what is that word? Like you need to do it now, or you need to catch the ball now, or you need to find the best opportunity now. But actually, I'm getting that if you tried to do that, you would end up completely exhausted and irritable, and you might be rushing too much. You might need to slow things down and really focus on healing in the near future. Maybe go on a short trip, go on a small vacation, do something for the day that has nothing to do with goals or the future or anything. It's just about receiving inspiration or vision, or simply resting or seeing something from a different perspective. On trusting the universe that you have the time to be able to relax temporarily before you jump into something or start things into motion. If you rush into something without taking the necessary time out, that's coming from a place of fear. That's coming from a place of fear because you're not counting on the fact that time will be there, or that you have time. Instead, you feel as though you need to rush because you're fearing that things will crumble or will fall apart, or if you don't do it now, you might not be able to in the future. But that's all not true. It would actually help you the most with getting started with something new if you can take a little break to try to gather your thoughts, get yourself together, possibly not think about anything at all, to relax and rest so that you feel re-inspired and re-centered. Remember, this was in your best possible outcome, was to stay positive and stay optimistic and calm, and to have faith that good things will occur, or that to allow yourself to flow. Notice there's a rainbow in this picture, and there is with the Hanged Man as well. So this is very much needed for you in order to kind of reset yourself so that when the time comes after that rest, you can seize opportunities. And if you rushed, if you didn't take that break, if you didn't take the time to balance yourself first, you could be rushing around like nuts and be overly frantic or overly worried or overly, there's a word for it, squirrely, where you may rush at something and snatch up opportunities that actually may not be the best for you. So take your time with figuring things out. It's not like things are going to be taken away from you immediately. You do have time to figure these things out before you begin something or before you formulate a plan. And not to fall prey to feelings of being thwarted, or that there are obstacles in your path, or that you will not be able to make it. So focus on the positive and take your time, or pace yourself. You right now have the King of Wands in with creative power, sewing the stars. That's amazing. You have so much talent and ability and creative power. You can do anything you set out to do. You need to focus on believing in your own abilities rather than listening to what other people say. You know yourself better than other people. You know yourself well. So you know what you're capable of. You know your brilliant mind. You know your skills. And don't let anything stop you from having the confidence to do the things that you feel drawn to do. If you're going into a new job or a new career or a new skill, it looks so much more creative than what you were doing before. Or if it's just as creative as what you were doing before, it's a different kind of creativity than what you were doing before. And you have it in you to be a leader, or to be an organizer, or to start something on your own if you want to go in that direction. In your surroundings, you have the Six of Swords with the hidden transpiring beneath the surface. Okay, let me pick a card to go with that. The Wheel of Fortune. There's fortune that you are headed towards, but for now you may not be seeing it just yet. It hasn't appeared yet. There's luckiness, blessings, amazing magic about to pour into your life, but you may not see it yet. You might sense it under the surface brewing a little bit, but there's big changes ahead, and it looks like there are fortunate changes, and you have hidden helpers or hidden allies or hidden energy that is helping you along your way. You have the Six of Swords, which is moving away from difficulty, possibly moving. You might be moving to a different surroundings or a different location or a new home or something. You're moving away from conflict. You're moving on to a much more peaceful future, but you're still in the transition state. You're not quite where you have been, and you're not quite where you're going yet. You're in transition. But it looks like you're focusing on peace, you're focusing on calm, you're focusing on getting your mind together and or balancing yourself so that you can have the best possible future, or to be at peace with the process of moving from one state to another. With it, you have the Wheel of Fortune, major arcana with the hidden transpiring beneath the surface. In this picture, what is hidden is not bad. It's a little girl with her parents. She looks like she's kind of aware of what's going on underneath the surface. If you can see, it's a little home underneath this tree with tiny people living inside of it. There's a tiny person sleeping, curled up. There's another one, looks like he's about to go do something in the kitchen. It's a nice, cute little home with nice, cute little people. What is hidden in this picture is not bad. It's actually magical or cute. And this little girl seems to sense them there, even if she doesn't see them. And so you have much fortune, much luck, possible hidden helpers or hidden helping energy that will help you along to the best possible future from here. And you're headed in the right direction. You're on your way. Okay. Your hope is that you will be able to take a major risk to go after something you care about, and that it will all work out. And you have ascension, nurtured, and nurturing, and the Fool. If you look in the Fool, this angel has the Fool's back. She has her hand on his shoulder. She's gently, slowly guiding him and letting him know that she has his back, and he's going in the right direction. He's doing something, he's taking a risk on going towards something that he truly longs for or wants or feels drawn to. And he has her full support, where she says, I've got your back. You can do this. If you look at this, it's a nurturing fairy with a little baby on her back. Your hope is that people will have your back, or you will be able to have other people's back, and that you have support with this, and you're also that you're going in the right direction, because it seems like you're moving forward. And so your hope is that you're going in the right direction, and that you have support or backup from the universe, and that your dream will be nurtured, and you will be able to be nurturing of it. So your general outcome looks like it's pretty intense. There is the World, Major Arcana. You have an old cycle that is passing away and ending. You have a new long-term cycle that is opening up. It's important for you to be flexible at this time and to keep on moving, to not stagnate, to not stay in one place for very long, mentally, emotionally. Things are dramatic. A new world is opening up. And so it's transition time right now. You're not in the old world completely. You're not in the new world yet completely. You're in that transition state in between. And so what can help you along is by not taking too much onto your own shoulders. That came up earlier too. Not taking on too much responsibility or taking things onto yourself too much, or expecting too much of yourself, or being too disciplinary over yourself, or feeling like you have to do everything on your own and shoulder everything on your own. That is extremely overwhelming to think of things like that. You are not responsible for the world. You're not responsible for everything. You are not the only one who has to carry things on your back. And so this leads me to the two cards that came with it. There is Coterie, Kindred Spirits, and you have the Helper of the Tarot, the Knight of Pentacles. This is a Virgo court card. You have assistance, you have help, you have backup, you have other people around you who can help you to carry the load. It is not all on your shoulders. You have assistance. You have hidden helpers, hidden assistants. You have help on the way if it hasn't come yet. If you need help, you will have it. You do have people around you who support you. Just like you have people around you that are possibly trying to stop you or unconsciously are projecting that you can't do it. But you also have kindred spirits that are rooting you on, telling you you can do it. If you need help, they can help you. You might have a group of people that will come in the future that will help you to carry certain burdens if you even need to. So you don't have to worry about shouldering everything on your own. And I see you slowly but steadily moving towards goals and moving along. And things are slowly growing in a good way in the future. You find a good pace for yourself to handle this transition. Oh, so that's it, you guys. Let me pick one last little bonus message and see what comes out for you, and then I'll let you go. Yang. Yeah, be ready. Change is coming. Good change. Or it's time for you to take action or to be receptive to newness coming into your life. And to be fair. Again, this is reminding me of that temperance card in your best possible outcome. Try to stay relaxed, stay calm, be in a zen, almost zen type state. And that way you'll be ready when the universe throws you blessings or throws you opportunities. To be balanced with how you behave or how you act or what you take action on instead of rushing, hurrying yourself, freaking out, or being stressed. Instead, be zen. And you will be able to catch things when they happen in a timely fashion. Or to be able to throw out what you need to when the time comes. Okay, I wish you all the best. I hope that helped someone or resonated for somebody. And I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.